put up all these posters of Steph Curry? What the heck?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Across the Board podcast. Another mini pod for you guys. Our first baseball podcast as we're starting up, as we're recording this tomorrow night on Netflix with the Yankees versus the Giants to
Yankees.
open the 2026 baseball season. But the 2026 baseball season has kind of already started. We got a little appetizer to what this MLB season could be. We got the World Baseball Classic that just ended. Congratulations to Venezuela, who took down the Americans. It was a very impressive victory. But before we get into all that, I want to ask my co-host how they're doing. Miles, how we doing?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm glad we got Matt here. He spent a week celebrating his culture, which I fully support. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Stop saying St. Patty's Day, St. Patty's Day. It's disrespectful, guys. You
It
gotta
is.
respect
It
the
is.
culture. Um, and Curry's an Irish last name, so I'm locked in. But yeah, I've been good. Just chilling.
No, yeah, I think everybody could tell that you're Irish. But Neeks, what's going on with you?
I've been chilling, man. I've been chilling. Super excited that MLB is starting up. Getting tired of little basketball, too much basketball overloads. I love MLB. The MLB show game just came out. So I'm playing that a little bit with my cousin. And I'm just excited for the Sweet 16. I'm just excited for all these sports coming up. And I just can't wait.
Okay, we could start off with the WBC final as we saw, as I mentioned, Venezuela take down Team USA 3-2. It was a great game, back and forth to end it. Bryce Harper with a crazy clutch two-run homer to tie the game in the bottom of the eighth, but then Eugenio Suarez, the man himself, who leads MLB in the most RBIs past the seventh inning in the past 3 years. So one of the most clutch players of this era that we're in right now, gives Venezuela the lead, and then Daniel Palencia, the closer for the Cubs, closes it down. Anybody have any takes on this game? Any closing thoughts that you guys want to hate, love?
Honestly, I just want to say I thought the game was an awesome game. Leading up to this game, I didn't think the Americans were going to win it. Honestly, I just thought the offense was super, super cold, and like we saw throughout the game, nowhere to be found until Bryce Harper almost saved the day. I just thought it was just weird for the Americans to just and I know that they won games, but they just feel like they weren't really winning. Like their offense was just a no show. I feel like the whole time, and it's kind of boring to watch them, honestly. So I thought the Venezuelans played their heart out. Awesome pitching, like holy shit, like they're great. And I just think the Americans got to get it back in 3 years. Like, come on, they got to win one.
Yeah, I mean, as a casual baseball watcher, this was like watching the whole tournament for the US. I was kind of like, I don't know, the vibes just don't like it just didn't feel like a championship team. Like all the names were great and each at bat you were just like kind of waiting for something to happen and nothing really popped. And I mean, Skeens had a good outing. Not in the he didn't pitch the final, but he had a good outing in the semifinal. And yeah, I mean, it was fun to watch. It was fun baseball to watch because it really meant something. Whatever baseball has like a real meaning or like incentive to it, it always hits. And yeah, that Bryce Harper home run was insane. I
Yo,
mean, it was like they were like trying to out bat flip. Like everyone during the tournament was like trying to out bat flip each other because that bat flip was crazy. They're just gonna start chuck. If I was them, I would just start chucking my fucking bat. But yeah, it was a great tournament and shout out to Venezuela for sure.
Yeah, I think a lot of the spotlight came onto the managing of Team USA as Mark DeRosa had a quote before the Italy game that they lost that they thought they were already in, and like they were 2-0. We already clinched. We already got our ticket punched. And then he tried to backtrack that, saying, we were 2-2 and they were 2-2. Like I knew what the situation was when Team USA was 3-0 going into that game, but it was just a weird setting. And then it seemed like they treated the DR game in the semifinal as the final. They threw Skeens,
Yeah.
they threw Mason Miller, David Bednar, Griffin Jacks. They basically flooded out the whole bullpen to get that win, which they needed to. And I think pretty much everybody thought they got past DR. They're going to beat Venezuela. But this team, they're full of MLB players, and with their wins in the semifinal and final, they qualified for the Olympics in 2028. It'll be the first time
Mm.
ever for baseball that Venezuela is represented. Um, I think they were kind of like the sleeping giant. Like they have all this talent, and they've really never won a major tournament. And this was like kind of their coming out party. They have some vets, but they're young guys like Ronald Acuna Jr., Suarez, who's a bit on the older side, Luis Arias. Like these guys were leaders. You saw it.
Yeah.
They willed their team to victory, and as an American, was not too pleasing to see. But you could see the emotion with Miggy and the whole team, and you just have to feel happy for them. But
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to say leading off that, like what you said for the representation for all the MLB players in Venezuela. You could look at all the rosters, like not all of them, but like Italy, you could look at freaking Venezuela, like Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, like all these teams are just filled down to the bottom with MLB talent, and it's just like it was really crazy to me to see like how like I know the game has grown, but like just to see how like all these players are just MLB from down pack, it's bizarre to see how the game is really growing.
Well, I
no,
mean, to think about it, just in the last BC, Japan won it, and so we're going from Japan to Venezuela, and U.S. hasn't won it in a couple of tournaments, so now they got to get back. Who, Matt, would you want? Like, who's even in the running to be like manager? Like, is DeRosa gonna get fired
Oh,
now?
he should
Like,
not manage again for sure.
it's
because in
tough.
my opinion, like from what you're saying, he should not manage the next team.
It's tough because it can't be a current manager because we're in the middle of spring training, so it's pretty much slim
Mhm.
pickings if it's a retired coach or a coach that was just let go. I mean, I know a lot of people were talking about Bruce Bochy, who's a former, I don't know how many, 4 World Series champions as a manager, but he just retired. But this seems like a position where a retired guy could come in and just be like a father figure type role. You're not really
Mhm.
managing because it seemed like these teams that these players were on had a lot to say about how their players were used. As they said, Mason Miller wasn't available in the championship game along with Bednar because of their pitch counts. But then DeRosa said after, like, if they were in a safe situation, he was coming in. So it's a lot of like semantics and a lot of you get it's a lot of weaving and dodging what these teams want. So it's definitely a harder role than people think. But a lot of people, Jim Leland he coached Team USA back in 2017 where they won the championship. But he's on the much older side. I think he's approaching 90 now. But I mean, I don't really have any other candidates. I think if I had to put money on it, I think D-Row would be back coaching the next WBC.
Jeez.
But I mean, the DR game, he managed that perfectly. I mean, he brought in the guys. He brought in met Tyler Rogers were to face Juan Soto, which
What?
everybody. I mean, that it's not lucky when the whole plan is to get a ground ball and you get a ground ball. That's not luck.
I'm saying
That's
for the ball, like the ball call at the end strike. That
oh
game
well, I'm talking.
went either way. I'm saying.
Yeah, but the DR had like 20 guys in scoring position, couldn't get any runs. So I mean, a
Yeah,
baseball game is not
but
determined on
still,
one call. So
I mean that's
that's
a pretty big call to be honest.
well,
Kind of like fucked up the game, to stop the game. It's DR for God's sakes. The game literally could have went the other way. Schrodinger's cat, that game could have went the other way. Okay.
well, but it didn't.
Bro, he always does his Schrodinger's cat thing. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, if my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. But
There we go.
the
That was
the DR's performance is just not this tournament. The DR's performance in the last couple tournaments have not been uh beneficial to them. I mean, they've kind of created
I mean,
this
they were cooking
notion that,
until they ran into Paul Skeens.
well, yeah, I mean, their group was a little bit soft. They did have Venezuela. They took care of business, but it seemed like they ran out of juice there. A lot of situational hitting that didn't come through for them. Some base running mistakes as Aaron Judge gunned out Fernando Tatis Jr. at third base,
That was fire.
and
That was fire.
that pretty much stopped the running game for the entire rest of the game. The There was other chances where they could have tested him and they didn't, but that's just what you got to do. But we could any other closing thoughts on the WBC? I thought it was a great for baseball in its totality.
Yeah, great for the game. Aaron Judge is not my captain, but that's
Yeah,
You know,
about it.
Aaron
David Wright was the captain, right? And I think it twice, and they didn't make the championship game in both of those. So
Got you. Yeah, I hear
yeah,
you.
opening day tomorrow as we're recording this, Giants on Netflix. Who will have a Team USA starter going for the Giants and Logan Webb with Max Fried, who very well could have been on the USA team, but I think he threw too many innings last year. Where just wanted to ease into this year. But any thoughts on this upcoming season or tomorrow or anything?
um, I'm excited to see Juan Soto. As weird as that sounds, I think he's gonna have a great year. For the Mets, honestly. I'm excited to see how the Dodgers are gonna perform. For God's sakes, I mean, Kyle Tucker's in the lineup now. That's like I can't even believe I'm saying that.
And when Diaz on the back end.
Yeah, that's insane. Like that's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to see the Dodgers play. People don't like it.
Um,
As a sports bettor and a fan of baseball, I don't care. I think they're gonna be like it's gonna be literally like Mario baseball. They're gonna be smoking balls.
um, yeah, I'm excited for the season. I'll probably be like I routinely the last couple of years have just watched the Mets and like tracked the Mets games, but I think I'll be better at tracking more MLB news this year around. And so yeah, I'm
You
excited. I
got
mean,
to, man.
there's a lot of young talent in the league. I mean, I'm excited to watch PCA, who I saw just got a an extension
Eat.
with the Cubs. Um, what's the guy on Boston? I'm totally
Roman
blanking on
Anthony.
his name.
Yeah,
Yeah, Roman Anthony. Roman Anthony. Excited to watch him.
I'm not.
Uh, Julio Rodriguez has been one of my favorite players. I really like him. So yeah, so I'm excited, and obviously the Mets. I mean, I'm just I'm hoping everything's good and we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I kind of had big expectations last year and got disappointed, so I'm just gonna be like, you know what, whatever happens. It's a long season.
Yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow's game. Tony Vitello's first game managing the Giants, first coach to ever go from the college ranks straight to the MLB, which is
Wow.
going to be interesting.
Mm,
Um, Rafi Devers, his first opening day as a San Francisco Giant, the Yankee killer, as he is. I think he has bats like 600 against the Yankees, so that'll be interesting to see.
Jeez.
As a Yankees fan, this is one of the least excited I've been coming into a season. I mean, we just saw on one hand, they were tied with the AL representatives in the World Series, the Blue Jays, for the regular season. But in the second hand, they got dominated by those Blue Jays in a 5-game set, 3-1. And it's pretty much the same team coming back. I mean, except for Cole coming back hopefully in May, which he's been pitching some in spring training, but limited to 30 pitches. Rodon's hurt to begin the year, and Luis Heels had a rough spring. But they have some young arms, which um, Carlos Lagrange looked very good in the spring training. He's up to 102. I'm excited to see how they use him. And I think the talk for the Yankees right now is that outfield. They sent Dominguez down to AAA,
Wow.
and you have Spencer Jones there, who we still have no plan for. But you still have the best outfield in baseball that was last year with Cody Bellinger, Trent Grisham, and Aaron Judge. A lot of talk on how Trent Grisham's going to follow up this career year that he just had.
Yeah.
How can Ben Rice improve on his rookie season in his first
Love
full
that guy.
year in first base?
Benaros.
So yeah, August, Wellington, the DR's
Wow.
own,
The best swing in the world.
the best swing in the world, Austin Wells.
Outside of Otani, it's pretty great. Pretty great.
Okay, that's a crazy take. But yeah, and I think, as I said, Fried and Webb are going to be a great pitching duel. Both guys are not high velocity, but great control, and a great mix of 5+ pitches. So yeah. Anybody got any like hot takes, hot predictions for this MLB season? Neeks, do you have any Any like bets you got like for a future that you would take?
I saw something on. I gotta find it, but I believe it was Ellie De La Cruz, one of my favorite players in the MLB. He is lightning to watch. I believe he was at 22 and a half home runs, 23 and a half. I think he will reach 25 this year. I think he'll get 25 home runs. I don't think he got it last year. He was just shy of it. I think this is the year he gets 25 home runs.
Yeah, he's at 23 and a half. His over under.
Yeah. So I'll take the over in that early season prediction. But we'll have more later.
How many NL MVPs has Shohei won in a row?
He's won 2
Well,
because
since
he's
been
won
on the
all of them
Dodgers.
since he's been in Dodger.
He's gonna get one again.
Oh yeah, I'm. And what are his odds to repeat or to three-peat?
Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh yeah, the
Awards.
Dodgers have
And
the
Judges
earliest.
and what Judges won it a couple years in a row, right?
Yeah, I think this would be he's won it 2 in a row now.
Oh, so they're both going for three-peats.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
the best players in
So
respectively.
I'm betting Judge no, Shohei yes.
Shohei's minus 140 to win MVP and Judge's plus 185.
He's minus.
According to
Oh my
Sports.
gosh, yeah, that's not good prices.
With Juan Soto by plus 700. Other American League MVP Bobby Witt, he was flashed in the leather in the WBC.
Jack
Oh,
Caglione
yeah.
gonna have a great year.
He played with.
Jack Caglione.
The beast.
Other in the top 5 is Cal Raleigh, who had a terrible WBC, but this got hot and late.
Yeah, I never saw that guy.
He got hot late in the spring training after the WBC. Julio Rodriguez, 4th in the odds, plus 1,200.
And he got hot after the WBC?
Yeah, like the spring training, he had a couple bombs.
Are you serious?
Well, he went like 0 for 8, and then Will Smith took every game after that, so not much you could do. And then the round of the top 5, the youngster Nick Kurtz. Nick Kurtz.
Beast. Absolute beast.
Plus 1,500, and then you got some other studs. Vladdy Jr., J. Ram, Gunner, Roman Anthony.
Who does Nick Kurtz play for?
He plays for the Athletics.
Yeah, Athletics, baby. Beast. Big Amish.
Okay, are the Athletics are still playing in wherever?
Sacramento, but they're just the Athletics. Don't call them the Sacramento Athletics. Their owner.
They're literally.
That's all I'm saying.
Their owner does not want you to call them that.
Okay, that's interesting. When is their stadium going to be ready? Does anyone know?
Couple years. They broke ground a couple months ago. I think. Couple
years.
I think it was 2028 or something like that.
Yeah.
In Sac, bro. In Sac is crazy.
I wouldn't.
Well, no, they're building in Vegas.
No, I get it, but like they're just chilling in Sac.
They're just squatting at Southern Health Park until then.
Funny.
A bet that I was on right after the season ended, and I still haven't wavered. You could parlay this. It will be the Yankees and the Mets to miss the playoffs. I think that's like plus 860.
Wow.
I don't feel great about either of these teams. The Mets lost Pete Alonso. They lost Edwin Diaz, which are 2 pillars of their organization, 2 pillars of their culture that they've built in this renaissance of the Cohen era.
And Nimmo and Jeff is gone.
What?
Nimmo and Jeff McNeil is gone.
Well, who really cares about that? They got Simeon back, who's better than McNeil. Nimmo maybe, but McNeil was they called like 28, all the 28 teams and said we don't want him, and then the A's were like, fine, we'll take him off your hands. And then Nimmo for Simeon was a weird trade to that in the moment. I think Nimmo would probably give you more value than Simeon, but with the additions of Luis Robert, Carson Benji is going to be starting in right field for the Mets, making his debut opening day.
That'll be fire.
He's supposed to be a great prospect. I've seen a couple clips of him. I'm not really too familiar with his game, but everybody raves about his game. But he'll be tested really quick as the first game on Thursday is against Paul Skeens and those Pittsburgh Pirates.
Luis Robert's a freaking Met. How did I not know that?
Well, because he pretty much sucks now, but
yeah, the young Mets I'm excited about. I mean, McLean, there's another pitcher,
Jonah Tong.
Tong. Yes, Tong's very good. and yeah, and obviously Benj. And I think how fast they develop and how impactful they are on this team, we'll kind of see how far we go. But again, I'm not getting my hopes up. So, you know.
I think the key for the Mets, Alvarez got to have a good year. Like he's been, this last 3 years. Like last year, he was up and down. Like they sent him down to the
Mhm.
minors at one point,
Yeah,
along with Kodai Senga, who they needed some type of year from him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that
Ghost.
that battery needs to get up to MLB level and start producing positive wars for the team. Um, but I think McLean is one of the favorites for the rookie of the year. Um, I think Carson Bench has a great shot to win the Rookie of the Year. As I look at the odds right now, McLean's plus 280 with Connor Griffin, who was starting the year in Indianapolis AAA for the Pirates, who's the number one prospect in baseball, starting in the minor leagues. For the AL Rookie of the Year, Kevin McGonigal for Detroit, who's a very interesting team to me, with School being on this last year of his deal. Let's see where they're at the trade deadline
Mm.
and see what they want to do with that. And Kazuma Okamoto for Toronto, coming over from Japan. That I thought that was a great sign. I really want him for the Yankees to play third base, but I think um, that guy's going to be wreaking some havoc in the AL East. Trey Savage, who we saw in the playoffs, go nuclear for Toronto on the mound. Munetaka Murakami, another Japanese player who's in the running for Rookie of
Yep.
the Year, signed with the White Sox, which was
Very interesting.
surprised many.
Okay.
Um,
You trying to go to the
Tatsuma
south
Imai,
side?
their Japanese pitcher for Houston, who's going to be replacing Framber Valdez, who went to Detroit as well, to rekindle his relationship with AJ Hinch, manager. But yeah, I mean, a lot of new blood, a lot of switching around in this MLB season, so it's going to be interesting. Um, Anything else? Any other takeaways they're looking for in this year? Neeks, do you have any like bold predictions for the Yankees this year? We win the World Series or what?
I've been saying this for years. I think we're cursed. I think we're cursed as a franchise. I think the year we win is a 2040. It's 10 every years. I'm not going to 2040.
2040.
It's getting
I
closer.
hope you, I
It's
hope
getting
you guys do
closer.
win in 2040. I'll never forget um when there was the World Series, not last year but the year before, when Freeman hit that home run. Neeks the Neeks was like behind. I was in my room watching it. Neeks was like behind, I guess, by a couple seconds. As soon as he heard it, like the the noise that he made was like insane. Neeks was
Yeah,
so tight that day.
I probably
So
was wrecked my hand that day. I banged I was just, oh, God, I was livid.
yeah,
That
I was
that
so fucking
2024
sad.
Yankee run was electric at 102. Like we had the Cleveland
yeah,
series where Judge and Giancarlo went back to back off
yeah.
Clase, who is pretty much banned now for life. Hopefully
Shout
we're
out
not hearing
Nestor
from
though,
that.
bro. Shout out Nestor. I know Freddie hit him off him, bro. He got out of Tani, bro. He literally got out of Tani before that. And it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, he
Unfortunate.
got one out. He could have got 2 outs.
Yeah, no, but he got Otani out, bro. The GOAT. Like, he got him out. Then Freddie just on a freaking tear. I don't want to think about it anymore. So unfortunate.
Still
Gosh.
Try to
processing
say,
I
it.
well,
forgot we were in the World Series, bro. What the hell?
I think we
Jesus.
could we could end this
Yeah.
off with our World Series predictions. I think we'll go around.
Mm.
Miles, give us your World Series matchup. Who wins? How many games? And who's World
Oh
Series MVP?
jeez. Oh my gosh. Wow. Um, the Dodgers are going to play. Hmm. Oh my goodness. Who are the betting favorites to come out of the AL? I don't know.
So we got let's
I
see,
just need
league
to
winners.
hear
We got the
names.
Yankees are the favorites to come out plus 450. Then you have
Hmm.
Seattle, Toronto, Boston, Detroit, Baltimore with your boy Houston maybe coming back.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go Baltimore. I'm gonna go Baltimore.
Okay. And then who's
I'm
winning
gonna
that?
go
The
Baltimore.
Dodgers?
Yeah, the Dodgers. Was Shohei MVP or was Yamamoto MVP?
Yamamoto is MVP.
I'm gonna go Kyle Tucker MVP.
Wow. That could happen. That lineup is stacked. It could be any one of those guys. For
Could be
real.
anybody. Anybody?
Neeks, do you have a World Series prediction?
I'm gonna go a rematch. I think Toronto is gonna go back. Fortunately,
Wow.
I think the pitching is like
Toronto.
loaded this year. I think Vladdy should have a great year. He's been a little weird, I would say a little bit, but I feel like he's gonna get at least like 35 home runs this year. And I think their pitching is gonna lead them there. I'm gonna go the Dodgers to win it all again. Dodgers, Blue Jays again.
It'd kind of be a classic. I'd kind of be down for it. I'd kind of be down for a rematch. But I think the AL's the AL's pretty fun. Bless you. The AL's pretty fun to watch this year. I think.
Yeah, the AL is where I'm struggling. I'm gonna go with the Dodgers too, even though I want to pick the Phillies because I think this could be the Phillies' year.
Mm.
Wheeler's dealing with that thing that kind of like ended their season last year, but he'll be back soon in a month or two. Harper's back. They got Schwarber back, but I'm gonna say the Dodgers. There's too much talent on that team.
Yeah,
Too many arms. And the AL, I'm picking between Seattle or Boston because I think Boston really had some major additions. Ranger Suarez, that Roman Anthony's gonna have a full year.
Boston's
Uh,
that good. Like they can make the world. They can make
yeah.
this year. They can come out the AL.
yeah, I mean they made the
They
playoffs
usually always
last
are.
year. They made the playoffs last year, and Roman Anthony missed like the last 2 months of the season. They
Oh
got
wow.
one of the best pitchers in baseball in Ranger Suarez, who's
I gotta
top
head to
10, top
Boston this year.
15 arm. You got Garrett
Mhm.
Crochet coming back. You got Brian Bayo, who had a great WBC.
Yeah, that was
Um,
good.
so I think I'm gonna go Seattle. I'm gonna go Seattle because they're so hungry for this, and they were so close last year. They're up
Yeah,
3-2. They were up 3-2 in the ALCS and blew it.
But you
I
don't
don't
think that was like their best shot? You don't think that was their best shot?
no because they basically had the same team. Um,
But
I
is
don't think
Cal
I
gonna have
don't
the same year?
I don't think Cal I'm getting to that. I
Okay,
don't think
sorry,
Cal's gonna
sorry.
have. I don't think Cal's gonna hit 60 home runs again. But if he could, that pitching staff is just so damn good. Brian Wu, Logan Gilbert,
yo, Brian
um,
Wu.
and Brian Wu was dealing with some heavy injuries in that playoffs. He was pretty much limited to the bullpen. So I'm gonna go with Seattle against LA, and I guess I'm gonna have to go to the Dodgers because like you got to be a dumb idiot to pick anywhere else. And if you're really making a prediction that's not the Dodgers, you're pretty much just hating, and you're praying that someone else wins, and you're praying there's no walkout after this season after the Dodgers go with a three-peat.
Oh
But
no, they're
I
gonna lock out for sure.
I think that's getting all because if you think if Toronto wins that game seven, which they were a toenail away from
So
winning,
close, so
That
close.
was a crazy game.
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody's talking this much about a lockout because
No, definitely
people I
not.
think people are talking
But
like the
like you, go ahead.
people are
No, go
talking
ahead.
like the Dodgers ran through the playoffs and ran through the World Series and no one was even close. They needed a
Mhm.
legendary performance by Yoshinobu Yamamoto to even get through that because in baseball it's hard to predict now because there's so many injuries, so many other different factors that go into a 162 game season and then a postseason right
Mhm.
after
yeah.
that. It's a best of three and a wild card best of five and a best of seven. So there's a lot of different variables they have to consider. But with everything going on, they had a bunch of injury last year as well throughout the season, and they still fought through, and they still got to the World Series and still won it with Miguel Rojas hitting the game winner, which hit game-winning home run, which no one would have expected. But there's just too much talent to pick against them.
Yeah,
So yeah,
definitely.
any other closing remarks on this podcast, fellas?
I don't have any. I'm ready to watch some baseball. Before they
We got
lock out, and yeah.
we got a Nerfy. Any Nerfies that we're looking at, Neeks?
Any what?
Nerfies, no runs,
Oh, I was thinking about. Wait, what do you mean by that?
like no run
It's
first
no
inning.
run first inning.
I was thinking tomorrow. No home run for the opening game.
No one's hitting a home run.
Nah.
We're gonna get an ace
Your
matchup
captain's
tomorrow.
in the lineup, no?
Our captain, your captain as well.
No,
Relax.
I said your
Relax.
captain.
Okay, nah, I'm
That's-
Very fine.
actually no. You know what? Maybe I think Rafi's gonna go in tomorrow. I think Max is gonna let one hang by an accident, and it's gonna like smack.
And who's getting one?
Rafi,
Rafi?
Rafi Divers.
I don't like how this was such a negative Yankee podcast, even though I kind of started
You
that. But
tried to
I'm
make
actually gonna
it pro
say I
Yankee.
think
I had to steer it back. I had to try.
I just don't
I
get
want to
how
say shout
like
out Steve Cohen though. because
What
they
the fuck is going on here? Why are we such anti-Yankee right now as the two
I
biggest
mean,
Yankee fans?
I'm supposed to be anti-Yankee. Neeks is not playing
I,
his part.
I think we're gonna. I picked Toronto just because like I just don't want to say the Yankees because I don't want to jinx us. But like Toronto beat the shit out of us
You're
last
already
year. Every
cursed
game I
though.
watched.
Yeah, 2040. Wait, just wait for 2040 though.
2040.
That'd be
All
crazy.
right, I think that's a good place to end it. I appreciate you guys tuning in, listening, watching, whatever platform you're on. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, the X. Follow us on the X. Is there any other socials we have? I don't even know. Tumblr.
Tumblr. Oh, our Substack, which will
Oh
be
yeah,
in our bio on all platforms.
I saw you
Also
just
check
wrote
that
something.
out.
Right, you just wrote
Yeah,
something on the Substack.
yeah. I wrote something. I'm working on another article, but yeah, we're gonna be interacting on there a lot more. Neek's gonna be posting his bets, and we'll have some like instant reaction stuff. So
MLB, I'm
check that
planning going
out.
crazy this year.
Yeah, go check that. I know Neeks will have all the bets for the MLB coming up. I know Miles will have all the info on the Masters. We're into Masters season for golf.
Oh my!
Um,
And Scotty may have just had a baby, so kind of breaking golf
and I'm gonna
news.
get such great odds on Matt Patrick to fucking choke because I know he's hot right now. But
He is.
yeah. But this is a baseball pod, and that was talking some baseball.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
that was across the board, and we appreciate you guys watching. Peace.